Was ist los? It's your German boy, and welcome back to Lucy and the Eternity She Wished For. Now, last time we did this, I dropped off our android girl at the repair shop, which doubles as an antique store, and just like I was when I dropped off my Misaka at the transmission place, I'm a little worried about her. But I trust the repairman. I have a feeling our Lucy's in good hands. So now we're at school for that obligatory section of every visual novel. So, and where we last left off, a mystery character introduced themselves to us. And you know what? In honor of our friend across the pond over there, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these. That was pretty close. Did you sleep in again? That concern-filled voice is coming from the guy sitting right next to me. Well, I'll be damned, he even looks like a Brit. A clever-looking fellow. People usually refer to him by his nickname, Dr. Gears. That's because he's a real geek with a burning passion for robots. I, on the other hand, despite... We'll change that. We'll change that. And while I'd label myself as an introvert, he's very approachable and outgoing. Moreover, our tastes and hobbies differ quite a lot. You'd think we'd have nothing to do with each other. But, as they say, opposites attract. I know. Weird, right? No, I just had some business to take care of. Really? This early in the morning? It's a long story. I'm cut short by a middle-aged man making his entry. Our teacher, a female assistant android, trails behind. Let's talk about this later. I send him a signal. He returns a thumbs up. Lunchtime rolls by. I take out my freshly bought pieces of bread. Dr. Gears does likewise, with a very appealing lunchbox. Two desks have been joined together. On mine, there are a couple pieces of fried croquettes with a carton of chocolate milk. My friend, on the other hand, has a quite tasty spread on his, which he seems to be enjoying immensely. I've heard that his maid android makes it for him every morning, and the food doesn't look half bad. Then again, anything looks better to a poor schmuck like me who eats bread every day. Problem with your food, or... Never mind. Problem indeed. I bite down on the croquette. Ominous guitar sting. Delicately piercing its golden, crispy, warm surface, a savory scent wafts forth. The sweet flavor of the dough mingles with the tantalizing aroma, creating a heavenly mixture. But that's not all. The creme inside unleashes its softness as it slowly melts upon my tongue, for the vegetables in the mixture provide a strong, rich flavor. The eggs and mashed potatoes join the fray by pleasantly blending in with the other ingredients. This refined taste, it must be. Had you going there, didn't I? Schwanzkopf. Let's move on. Setting aside the sad excuse for a rubber substitute, I pose a question to Dr. Gears. By the way, didn't you once tell me that you have a lot of androids at home? Huh? Yeah, around 6, I think. That's a high number. A typical household can't afford that many. Rumors that Gears is from a well-to-do family. Why the sudden interest? It's nothing. Oh, wait a minute. He starts grinning like an idiot. Hey, your food's falling out of your mouth, you know. That's fucking gross. You've taken a liking to androids, haven't you? So you're calling off this little war of ours? More like a temporary truce. Good enough. Androids are simply amazing, you know? They're truly the greatest invention that science has delivered since the beginning of mankind. Now, I would probably give that one to the automobile, but, you know, subjective. There are quite a few types. My favourite's the maid models. They take care of all the chores and really know how to cook. On top of that, the female ones are all pretty cute. Sometimes I find myself admiring their beauty. You've got one sick, twisted mind, Gears. Tisk tisk. Don't you know that people can achieve inner peace with beauty? It's been proven by science, you know. I shake my head wearily. I do admire his enthusiasm over something so petty, really. Look, it's what's on the inside that counts. What's that you're talking about? Appearance doesn't matter. It's still a... I'm not even gonna finish that line. Here's an example using people. Let's say there's a person with a pretty face, but he's a man. Does the fact that he's got a woman's face change anything? No. He's ultimately a man. Likewise, even if I see a beautiful android, since it's ultimately a robot, its aesthetics don't matter anymore. It just becomes an illusion. What I'm trying to say is that even if a robot acts like a person, it's not. Therefore, all robots are the same to me, and I dislike them all. I guess you still haven't changed your mind. But there has to be a reason why you brought it up, right? Normally, you wouldn't ever talk about it. Well, yeah. If you're looking to buy one, I'm here for you, man. I'll make sure to fill you in on everything you need to know. I'm telling you, you'll be making the greatest purchase of your life. In response, I rub my cheeks in embarrassment. I'm not exactly looking to buy one. Could it be that you're worried about the price, my friend? Don't worry, I have some connections that'll let you have one dirt cheap. As long as I'm with you, there won't be any problems. No, it's not that. There's no need to buy one. Now, just what do you mean by that? Fidgeting awkwardly, I wonder if I should tell everything. I found one somewhere. Found what? An android. You found an android? Yeah. Where? It's a junkyard. Holy! You lucky bastard! Is it something like an IDX 358 or a 455? What model is it? Something that starts with a P. I can't remember. Someone told me it's a pretty recent model, but I haven't seen anything impressive yet. Might as well give it some time though. It was free after all. Now you've made me curious. I'll be sure to pay you a visit soon. He pauses for a moment before continuing, as if he's trying to change the subject. Well, I'm certainly happy that you've taken an interest in androids, but... What? But you should be careful. About what? You've seen them on TV, right? People are obsessed with androids. They say it gets really tough to deal with as time goes on. Robots are robots. Humans are humans. You should never forget this boundary between them. Robots are mere tools designed to make our lives easier. Nothing more, nothing less. Me being struck by lightning is more likely. Fall in love with a robot? That's just crazy. I know. Of course I don't expect that to happen to you of all people. But you know, better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Alright already, I'll keep it in mind. He nods in response. Before I knew it, the day's last class finally came. At last, another monotonous day of school was coming to a close. But it feels like this lecture's lasting all eternity. It's like I'm stuck in molasses. The chalkboard is filled with scribbles that are barely decipherable, making it very hard to understand the lesson, which is painful enough already. Ugh. I can't take it anymore. The teacher is also awful at explaining a lot of things. Meowser, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I guess I know your pain now. His words go through one ear and right out the other. Unable to hold back the incoming fatigue, I let out a small yawn. And glancing around, it looks like no one's doing much better. All these mediocre teachers have one thing in common. Their teaching method is way too convoluted. A bunch of rotten snobs. That's what they are. And yet, time marches on. The teacher's dreadful onslaught of words ultimately comes to an end. Watching a politician's speech is more riveting in comparison. I'll let you insert your own Trump jokes here. Great man, I miss him. All that's left now is to go home. Time to get out of this place. I pack my belongings hurriedly, waving goodbye to Dr. Gears as I start to head home. On the way, I suddenly realized something. I'd nearly forgot about the android. Almost ended up heading straight home. I doubled back towards the repair shop. Arriving, I peek through the windows. Place isn't too busy, but there's no sign of the repairman. Wasting no more time, I head in.
Antique shop へようこそ。何かお探しですか?
As soon as I set my foot inside, I was immediately greeted by a female staff. The voice had a sweet, vibrant texture. It really caught me off guard. I'd never expected a girl to be manning the store. I guess she's a part-timer. I turn around to face the person calling out to me, and my jaw drops to the floor. You. Her face lights up when she finally recognizes me.
っと来てくれたんですね、マスター。首を長くして待っておりました。
Oh mein Gott! Lucy, bist du das? Wirklich du? It was the android named Lucy Valentine who had greeted me at the door. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? There's no way that useless thing could be standing there, talking to me. And what's with that smile? I double check. You're Lucy, right?
そうですよ。ルーシーは他でもないルーシーです。
Well, guess that settles it. How'd you end up like this?
はい、マスター。どうなっているかと言いますと、
That voice, and your face, and you're standing on your own, right?
はい、もちろんです、マスター。ルーシーは今、2本足で立っているんです。えへん。
Lucy puffs up her chest, looking proud. I mean, it's not really something to be proud of, but thinking back to how she was before, it was damn well impressive. Our man pulled through, boys. We're in business now. You do look better now. So there's nothing wrong with you anymore?
はい、マスター。今のルーシーは体が軽く、すぐにでも飛べそうなくらいですよ。
For emphasis, she spins in place like an excited ballerina. She had the appearance of a mature, well-pampered maiden, yet at the same time, she looked silly like a child. But her spin abruptly as she crashes onto the floor. Aww. Why do you have to make her so... Well, I know why you have to make her so fucking adorable, but... Come on, my heart can only take so much! And there goes my peace of mind.
まだ元通りになってないみたいですね。
Lucy smiles sheepishly. Well, I'm at a loss for words. That deceptively human voice. Her vibrant personality full of such emotion. Her face displaying all manner of expressions. Each movement bursts with spirited passion. To say that I'm amazed would be a gross understatement. My brain's turned to mush. I can't utter a single word. I won't show it on the outside. It's weakness to lose control of your emotions. Well, that, plus, I don't want to admit to her that I'm surprised. That's one heck of a change in just a few hours.
初めてマスターに褒めてもらいました。嬉しい。
I'm complimenting the guy who fixed you up, of course.
そんな。
Oh, you Schwanzkopf! Why did you have to take that from her? Ah, you're a real piece of work, Protag. The look of disappointment on her face was quite surreal. How can I possibly explain this? Magic? Had she been enchanted by a witch? Old childhood stories spring to mind. The nine-tailed fox who desired to become human. The little mermaid who also wished to become human. What happened to them? Let's just say they didn't get a happy ending. Unless you're talking about the Disney adaptation, of course, but... But this robot makes me think. If that little mermaid's wish ever came true, wouldn't she be celebrating just like this? Enough of this claptrap. Back to the matter at hand, which is... Where's the repairman? Say, what happened to that guy who put you in charge?
はい、店長さんは必要な物資を調達するために出かけています。
He's not here? What about his store?
お店は立派な店員が代わりに当番しています。
An assistant? Where?
おほんおほん。
So, where is this assistant?
おほんおほん。
I don't see anyone.
おほん。
Well, that sure took the wind out of her sails. Why do you have to be such an asshole to this girl? Come on. She's having more highs and lows than a bipolar patient. Feeling bad for her, I decide to drop the act. Finally! Okay, I get it. You're the one in charge for the time being.
そうです、マスター。今はルーシーが店番をしています。
She should bounce back fast. Moreover, what's the deal with the repairman? Leaving Lucy to take care of the store on the first day he's met her? Is such a ditzy robot? Look, she's ditzy in a cute way. I like that. Not gonna be ashamed of that. You'd have to be a few cards short of a full deck to think this was a smart idea.
マスター、何か考え事でも。
I'm not thinking about anything. And can you stop calling me master all the time? Yeah, I can see how that would get grating.
でも、マスターはマスターです。
Use my name instead.
でも、ルーシーはマスターの名前を知りません。これを機に教えてください。
Oh, I remember now. Because back when we were still setting up, we never really got to that stage. Alright. True, I botched it up last time. Let's run through the choices. Ah, but damn. It actually lets you pick your own thing. That's pretty dope. Now, you know what? I think I'll just use something from another of my side projects. Now, do I just hit enter, or, Okay. Okay, that worked. Henrik? I have an even better name. The name's Mr. Handsome. Oh, shies! You're a smooth operator, aren't ya? Wunderschön, wunderbar.
マスター、そんな嘘は通じません。
Oh, she's on to us. God damn, that was worth a shot, though. Oh, man.
人を騙すなんて良くないです。嘘は罪です。
So you're telling me I'm ugly?
いえいえいえいえ、そういう意味で言ったわけでは。ミスです、ミス。
She curls up instinctively, thinking she might be scolded for messing. Oh.
そうでなくて、名前に 嘘をついたらダメってことです。本当の名前を教えてください。
So I do get to use my own choice after all. That's awesome. Really? And why do you think I'm pulling your leg?
さっき名前を入力しているのを見ました。
Oh, damn! Fourth wall break, boys! Yeah, I'm just as surprised as you are. Oh, come on. Even the game's working against me. Oh, this just went from whoop to whoop. Oh, I can tell we're in for a wonderful ride. Forget it. Just call me Master.
Hi, Master.
Why the hell would you do that? Are you some...
Master?
Was?
Master?
What do you want?
なんとなく呼んでみました。
Why are you so fucking adorable? Are you messing with me?
いえいえ、めっそうもございません。マスターと呼べる方がいて、とっても嬉しいです。
Is this fulfillment I feel?
だから、なんとなく呼んでみました。
She cracks a wide smile. If she were human, I'd think she was on drugs. But for a robot? Maybe she's still got a screw loose, or her programming's still corrupted. If that was the case, I just can't get a beat on her. And where's that stupid repairman? Ten minutes later... Ah, there he is! The man in question finally shows up. As soon as we lock eyes, the guy makes a beeline towards me and nearly bowls me over as he pleads. Please let me have Lucy! What kind of screwed up situation is this? It's like he's asking for my daughter's hand in marriage. I shoot back. 9. I will not let you marry her. That is my fucking thing, alright? Eh? What are you on about? You hire something? That's my line! What do you think you're doing? Zelna takes some time to collect himself. Maybe I got a bit carried away. Kid, how about I pawn that android off you? Now why am I not surprised? You want me to sell her? Yeah, I can give you this much. He takes out his calculator and shows me the figures. My mind goes numb for 5 seconds. Are you serious? Of course. What do you think? Not a bad deal for a student, right? That's a ton of dough even for an adult. This estate this place is in, I don't think he has that kind of capital. He is obviously desperate. I stare at Lucy in silence. The android's frozen like a statue. That face of hers almost looks sad. Like a slave about to be sold off at auction. Well, maybe that's a bit extreme. He's not about to eat you alive or anything. I turn back to face the repairman. You'd pay this much? Do you really think Lucy is worth that kind of money? Of course! he yells in excitement. Jeez, deafened much? Listen carefully. Any decently priced robot model comes with an AI or module that allows them to mimic human emotions. You know this much, right? Sure. Well, creating such a module is an incredibly complex process. Even then, do you know how well they perform? Compared to a real person, they're still a very long ways off. Right. Even cutting edge, their mimicking emotion is rudimentary at best. We're still not at that stage where it's considered genuine. Think I'm beginning to see the picture here. Looking back at Lucy, I start to put together what he's trying to tell me. You're a sharp one. Teaching kids pretty well these days. So, you savvy what I'm saying? Yep, I think this is a good place to leave things off. I'm sorry, guys. I know it just got really good all of a sudden, but I think that now's a good time because I've already been recording this for over half an hour, so I don't want you to get bored with me, you know? So I'll just save this for the next time. Till next time, this has been the German Idol God. Auf Wiedersehen!